we're really looking at the surface level stuff and not asking the deeper questions that might give us the answers.
As communities grapple with a recent string of shootings across Metro Vancouver, experts are asking parents to be emotionally available to their kids.
The glaring underlying factor here is a lot of these young men, and it's almost always young men in our community. They have, a lot of them, I say most of them have fathers in the household, but they don't have emotionally involved fathers in the household, right? So the dads are there, they're doing their bit, they're providing financially a lot of the times, yet the missing component is, where is that emotional involvement? Where are those meaningful conversations?
In order to keep young people out of crime, Councillor Vijay Maan, who works with at-risk youth, says important relationships start at home. In an open letter, he explains one common factor in his work with youth is the absence of emotionally present fathers, something he's calling a phenomenon in the South Asian community.
Systemic stuff, that's not really being asked. We're really looking at the surface level stuff and not asking the deeper questions that might give us the answers here or help us get closer to the answers as to why this is a phenomenon in the South Asian community right now. Immigrant communities have a tough time because, on one side, the parents are coming to this country to, for a better life and to provide opportunities for themselves and their kids that they wouldn't have otherwise. But in that, there's sacrifices, right? A lot of these parents are working shift jobs and, shift work. And what's lost in that is a meaningful time and meaningful conversation that they can have with their kids at a young age.
In the letter, Mon further writes, "Be there for your child. Spend time speaking with them and trying to understand them. This requires work, real work."
Open talk, having public dialogue about this. And the main thing that I'm seeing is that the South Asian community has a huge stigma towards mental health and even about family issues. These dads have to look around, the evidence is right in front of you. If you're not emotionally accountable, if you're not taking the time to connect with your kids, you will lose them.
Active law enforcement member and founder of the Kids Play Foundation, Cal Dosanjh, agrees with the letter and adds that a lack of a healthy home life is a common thread among those who get involved with gangs.
As far as I can recall, is that acceptance and identity at home are huge factors that need to be factored into the general equation. These are important variables in the house because when these youth are not finding that acceptance or that love at home, they're looking for it elsewhere in very destructive settings.
And advice for anyone who may be enticed by gang life.
Violence that comes with the lifestyle is also very real. And those are serious consequences and repercussions they're going to have to suffer if they do end up going down that path. So at the end of the day, the money is not worth it.
In Vancouver, Miranda Fatur, City News.